going to take the line out from underneath my fingers and I'm going to hold it with just my left hand. Okay? Now when I make the cast, the key to shooting the line is I can only let line go when the rod stops in front of me. Okay? If I let line go while the rod is moving, that happens. Watch this. I'm going to strip in the slack, holding the line now with just my left hand. I'm going to hold it tight. I'm going to only let it go when the rod stops out in front of me, and then it's going to shoot out. Dry flies, and then there's wet flies. Wet flies, like what's getting passed around. Wet flies are also referred to as nymphs. The other term you'll hear is beadhead, a beadhead nymph. And if you look at that fly, it's got a little gold bead on the head of it there. And that's essentially to give it some weight and a little sparkle. So wet fly sinks, dry fly floats. When you're fishing a streamer, you're pulling on the line. Okay, you're stripping it in, you're moving it, there's tension there. So just like casting a lure out and retrieve it, when something hits it, you feel that tug. But when there's slack on the line, like there was here when we were fishing the bobber, you didn't feel it, right? You had to be watching and you had to be really quick or you weren't gonna get the fish. So when you're fishing a nymph, you need some kind of indicator. If you're fishing just the dry fly and you can see the dry fly, the fish is gonna come up and take it. So you know when you got a strike, you know when to set the hook. And that's, again, one of the best case scenarios. When you're selecting a fly to be your dry fly, it is gonna be your bobber, your indicator for your nymph, right? And because most of the times the fish are gonna take your nymph, and so you're watching your dry fly. So it's really important when you pick out a dry fly, if you're gonna run that setup, that you pick out something that is gonna float well, that you can see, that maybe has like a white wing. When you're going into these spots, I want you to be thinking about like, okay, there's a fish here, I want to catch them, but you got to make it count. Like, if you're not quite sure of where you think the fish are, just like do your best to reach down in your gut feeling and try to figure out, okay, where's this fish going to be?
Say, man, if you guys can do anything for this organization, it's spread the word, talk about us, tell people about what you did here. If you enjoyed your time, if you found something in it, tell people about it, because the more that they know, the more that we're going to get. And it's like they say, dude, people are going to be pros like you more than finding a lot, things organically.
Hey Nick, where's the best place to get gear when you're trying to learn how to fly fish and maybe get yourself outfitted?
TaosFlyShop.com.
Just making sure.